Okay, so Offset got personal on this album.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did he say you got your get back, I got my get back, but it's 50-2?
We look like some fools, You got your get back, so I had to get back. It's 50-2. It's 50-2.
Damn.
I had to say.
Yeah, 52.
Who up?
Yeah, I know.
Who win in the game? Who up? Who win in the series? 50-2 is crazy.
It wasn't
And
clear
he
in the
is so
song.
shady talking about
Yo,
his new girl don't need a lace.
You heard that? Long hair don't need no lace. Cardi got long hair too and don't need a lace. But I mean,
like, yo,
I caught that
52
line though.
though?
That line was a line. I was
So
like,
you
okay,
just stuck on
Offset.
50-2?
That's all you stuck on.
You been supposed to tap out, man. Give me the controller back, man. Take the controller out the PlayStation. 50-2?
No, the album
who
is
up,
good.
man?
I don't know. It wasn't really clear in the song.
I'm going to listen to Offset.
Now, you think you could cheat on somebody and still be in love?
For sure.
Okay. So I want to ask you this as a man.
As a man, holla at me.
That women want to know, why do men cheat? Like, what would, for yourself,
I can't personally speak on why men cheat, but like
for you?
Like when I did do that, like I was in a different space. I was young. I had just got married. I'm getting a lot of money. Really was communication. We got married and then we ain't really, our communication was good, but it wasn't like, I wasn't saying my wants and needs and and vice versa. So it was like, sometimes you feel like you'll bump heads when you're not communicating because it's like, it's hidden gems. We both in the front center stage. We both all our business is always public. The communication, what it was, I was young. I was on different shit. Like I was on lean and shit too. Like
right.
I already done talked about that in my variety magazine shit. Like I was on lean. I was making bad decisions, not really realizing it's affecting my family instead of just me.
First of all, she's married to this guy. She has kids with this guy. We all know when he first cheated and she was at a show and he brought out flowers and basically selfishly took her moment to like come out and try to look like the hero. Oh, he's so kind. He has flowers. Meanwhile, he's been cheating on you the whole entire relationship.
Do you ever like leave your phone at home by accident and forget it?
I don't never leave the phone at home. I got a wife. Can't do that, buddy.
What do you mean by that?
I never leave my phone. You need that phone. The wife shit's for real though.
Child Offset is done holding back. On his brand new album Kari, he's treating the booth like his personal therapy session, and baby, the tea he's spilling is boiling. He's dragging Cardi B for not cooking, accusing her of preferring Nobu over home-cooked meals, and get this, admitting he cheated on her more than 50 times during their marriage. Yes, you heard that right, 50 times. Fans can't believe it. Some are calling it messy, others are calling it disrespectful, but everyone agrees Offset just aired out every piece of dirty laundry from his marriage, and he's not pulling punches. Let's start with the lyric that set the internet on fire. On his track Move On, Offset raps, "I take the blame, okay? I take the shame, okay? Not playing your game today. You got your get back, so I had to get back. It's 50-2.
We look like some fools. You got your get back, so I had to get back. It's 50-2. It's 50-2. Damn. I had to say.
Translation? He's openly admitting that he cheated on Cardi more than 50 times while she only stepped out twice. 50-2. That scorecard alone left fans stunned. And he didn't stop there. He went further, painting a picture of a toxic marriage full of betrayal, lies, and resentment. Offset accuses Cardi of being the type who never followed rules, who never cooked ninjas no food, and who just want to go out to Nobu. The irony wasn't lost on anyone, especially considering Cardi's own lyrics in WAP, where she bragged, "I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring." Offset seemed fine with it then, but now after their split, he's using it as ammo. That contradiction is why fans are clowning him so hard online. One comment read, "He's mad about no home-cooked meals, but he was out eating with 50 different women." Another said, "You weren't hungry, Offset. You were just greedy." And the most viral joke, if he wanted food that bad, why didn't one of the 50 side chicks cook for him? Offset also makes it clear in his lyrics that Cardi got her lick back twice, but when you compare twice to 50, the audacity speaks for itself. He's basically admitting to being one of the most unfaithful husbands in hip-hop history, and then turning around and complaining that she didn't cook dinner. The hypocrisy has people dragging him left and right. Now here's the thing. Offset and Cardi's marriage was rocky from the very beginning. They tied the knot in 2017 in a secret ceremony, and almost immediately cheating rumors began to swirl. By 2018, videos were already leaking online of Offset allegedly being with other women. Cardi stuck by him even when the public told her to leave. Remember that infamous moment when Offset crashed her Rolling Loud performance with flowers, begging her to take him back after one of his cheating scandals? That moment has aged terribly because now we know he wasn't just unfaithful a few times, he was unfaithful dozens of times. And Cardi really did try to make it work. She once said in interviews that she didn't want to break up her family, that she wanted her kids to grow up with both parents. But love can only stretch so far. When the lies piled up and the trust was completely shattered, Cardi finally filed for divorce. Fans applauded her for finally choosing herself, especially after years of humiliation. Offset's new album feels less like closure and more like a man realizing too late that he lost a good thing. He even admits in the song that love turned to hate, that the pain is visible in Cardi's face and that she's moved on. Rumors say her new man, NFL star Stephon Diggs, is treating her far better. Offset even throws a backhanded line about hoping her next ninja be great, which fans immediately connected to Diggs. The subtext is clear. Offset knows he lost, and he knows Cardi upgraded. But the way Offset is delivering this confession has split the internet. Some people are saying this is raw honesty, a man finally owning his mistakes, putting it into art, and moving forward. Others see it differently, as petty shots disguised as vulnerability. Because yes, he admits his cheating, but at the same time, he's dragging Cardi for her habits, her lifestyle, and even her loyalty. It feels less like accountability and more like damage control. Let's not forget, Offset's reputation has always been messy. From his wild partying to being linked with groupies, the man has never been known for fidelity. He's part of Migos, a group that made their fortune on bravado, flexing, and bragging about women, but fans expected him to treat his marriage with more respect, especially considering Cardi's success in the family they built together. Instead, he doubled down on old habits, and now he's making music about it. Social media is having a field day. One fan wrote, Offset really admitted to cheating 50 times like it was an Olympic record. Another added, he's out here turning his failure as a husband into bars. The shamelessness is wild. And the worst part? He seems to expect sympathy. In Move On, he paints himself as both villain and victim. Yes, he cheated, but he also blames Cardi for not cooking, for wanting expensive dinners, for not listening. That framing has fans furious. One viral tweet said, Offset is basically saying, I cheated 50 times, but it's Cardi's fault because she didn't make me a plate. Sir, be serious. This isn't the first time a rapper has dragged his ex in music, but it stings more because Cardi's the mother of his children. Publicly humiliating her while confessing his own dirt feels low, and fans aren't letting it slide. To put it in perspective, let's compare it to other hip-hop couples. When Jay-Z admitted to cheating on Beyonce, he did it with introspection and regret on 444. It was vulnerable, almost poetic, and ultimately framed as growth. Offset's version, it feels more like scorekeeping, 50-2, like a game. That lack of maturity is why fans are calling him dusty and delusional. Another comparison being made is to Future, who constantly throws shade at his exes through music. But even Future has never admitted to cheating 50 times on one woman. Offset's confession feels historic in the worst way. Now let's circle back to the Nobu line, because fans can't stop quoting it. You never cook ninjas no food, you just want to go out to Nobu. The internet had jokes for days, memes of Cardi eating sushi while Offset looks on bitterly flooded Twitter. Some pointed out that Cardi literally hires chefs to cook for their family, so it's not like Offset was starving. Others said, if you're cheating 50 times, of course she's not cooking for you, go feed yourself. The truth is, Cardi was transparent from the start. She told the world she didn't cook or clean. Offset knew who she was when he married her. To complain about it now feels disingenuous, especially when he wasn't exactly faithful. As one fan said, you don't get to cheat 50 times and then cry about no rice and beans at home. Offset also tried to play it cool by saying he's moved on too, that he's found someone new, but the desperation is showing. If he was truly at peace, he wouldn't still be rapping about Cardi, dragging her in song after song. He wouldn't still be comparing her flaws to his new partner's so-called strengths. The obsession is clear. He knows he lost a woman who held him down, and he can't stand seeing her thrive without him. And let's talk about Cardi's glow up. Since leaving Offset, she's been booked, busy, and unbothered. She's enjoying her new relationship, she's active in fashion and music, and she's proving she doesn't need him to shine. That's exactly why Offset's lyrics sting so much. They're not hurting Cardi, they're exposing him, exposing how bitter he is, exposing how guilty he feels, exposing how empty it must be to lose the person you thought would always forgive you. The internet sees through it. Offset's album might get streams for the drama, but the legacy of these lyrics will be humiliation. Cardi doesn't need to respond, the silence speaks volumes, she's thriving, and he's stuck rapping about mistakes he can't take back. At the end of the day, this isn't just an album, it's a public obituary for Offset's marriage. Instead of bowing out gracefully, he chose to weaponize his confessions, turning them into cheap shots at the woman he betrayed. The result? A mess that has fans laughing, dragging, and shaking their heads. So what do you think? Was Offset being honest and vulnerable, or just messy and disrespectful? Do you think this album will redeem him, or does it just confirm what fans already knew? That Offset had the woman of his dreams and lost her because he couldn't stay loyal? One thing's for sure, when Offset said it was 50-2, he didn't just expose Cardi, he exposed himself.